What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mugen Magnificent. I'm back with a review of Boba Fett Episode 3. Now, I'm not sure. This may be the first video on my Fett channel, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm a huge Boba Fett fan. I've been a Boba Fett fan since I watched the original trilogy when I was younger. He's one of my favorite characters in the verse, right? But the first episode left me feeling a little, is this the direction I want to go in? Second episode, there was the reveal of Black Krrsantan, the twins, everything, so on and so forth. They gave you a really complex story of the Tusken Raiders, and it started to feel like you're getting a better idea of what the series is going forward. Now, in episode 3, I think the season's becoming, it's really coming into shape now. We're starting to get a better idea of the type of person that Boba is now after the spoilers, by the way, you know what I'm saying? Like tragedy that he experienced with the Tusken Raiders, which, how did that feel better than Attack of the Clones? I guess Attack of the Clones is just bad. I guess it's just a bad movie. You know what I mean? But the Tusken Raiders have never looked better than they've looked in the Book of Boba Fett, man. I don't think that that's a hard argument to make. Um, Overall, I'm a fan of Black Krrsantan. Black Krrsantan. Hey, yo, Black Krrsantan is a boss. Don't talk to me about Chewbacca. I don't want to hear about Chewbacca, man. Who is mentioning Chewbacca when you have a Wookiee with pure Black Air Force energy who does not care? My man showing up while you're sleeping and pulling you out and messing the whole squad up. Now, like director wise, right? It's clear that they were trying to show the effectiveness of the cyberpunk kids, which the cyberpunk kids, bro, they are the most debatable part of this episode. Those cyberpunk kids. Oh my god, like obviously they showed how effective they are against Black Krrsantan. First off, that girl, bro, when Boba is getting popped by Black Krrsantan, what are you doing? Why are you walking? She was like walking up to Boba. This man is beating your boss up. Have some, have some pep in your step. What are you doing? That aside, they just look corny. They looked out of place, like they didn't fit the general aesthetic. Like one thing that Boba Fett has been really, really, really good at is giving you a general sense of the universe, right? So you understand where what type of planet Tatooine is, what a daimyo and a lord is, what the interplay between the different families is. You're getting a better understanding of the type of place that Tatooine is, right? Where do these cyberpunk kids fit in, man? Ah, maybe they're getting set up to get killed off because them or Gamorrean guards. I'd say get rid of them and get more Gamorrean guards. But after what happened to Black Krrsantan, boy, sheesh, or what Black Krrsantan did to those other Gamorrean guards, I'd feel like I probably need new bodyguards too. But you know what? Boba holding it down for his employees. You know what I mean? He made sure his guy got into the back of the tank. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful day to see an employer who cares about his employees. But overall, man, Boba riding a Rancor is something that's possible. But I'm sure I'm not the only one that was. Danny Trejo is in the episode, which is sick, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that's looking at what he was saying and doing. The fact that it's a gift from the Hutt twins, if there isn't some sort of foul play at work here. I was almost scared that Boba was gonna get bitten by the Rancor, that this man was just completely lying about what the situation with this Rancor is, but like amazing to see a Rancor, you know? Uh like when you saw the pit that they put the guy in, the mayor's assassin in, the mayor's assassin, right? Whoever Night Order of the Night Wind or whatever. Whenever they put that guy in there, and then the Rancor didn't show up, that was a great little like, hey, like maybe Rancor might show up. You know, Rancor might pop up. But yeah. See, and overall, I do think that this was a really, really solid episode. Black Krrsantan better show back up again or pop up in other media because that is one of my new favorite bounty hunters. Sick character. Wish they didn't have him shuffle off the way he did. You know, like I loved what Boba said to him, but then he did like this weird little. Like, what was that, bro? What was that? What was that run? He could have walked away gangster, you know, and then he did this weird little jog. Ah, between that and the moped chase through Mos Eisley, which for the most part, right, in terms of how it expands our understanding of not Mos Eisley, Mos Espa. Of Mos Espa is amazing. Like they really map the city, bro, and you get an idea of how people look in the city, what it looks like. It's like it's cool. I think it's really cool that like we're getting so much of a deep look into Tatooine. But the mopeds, bro, they look slow. Them Johns look slow. They looked ugly. They had some cool moves, but it's like these cyberpunk kids. I don't know, man. The aesthetic is weird, but I don't want that to take away from the episode. Boba, big daimyo, major catharsis, or not catharsis, but major development for him in terms of how the situation with the Tusken Raiders went down. So we know that that plays a big role into his development because if you remember when we first got introduced to the new Boba Fett and Mando, this guy was whipping that staff, and you were like, where did this staff come from? And what is the way he's whipping that staff? It's with pure energy. Like, what is good with that staff? And come to realize there's a lot of history behind how he got that staff. So for the first two episodes, the Tusken Raider storyline was clearly carrying. Like the the stuff in the city was starting to feel weird because it felt like they were taken away from who Boba Fett is to the fans. You know, like I'm talking about expanded universe, canon. You know, the other stuff that Disney got rid of. Like that Boba Fett is a boss, bro. Is a boss. So it's like don't take away from our live action version of it. And it seems like they're steadily starting to show that he is a good person, but he's Boba Fett, you know? And that's all I really want from it, man. That's all I hope for. So if I had to give it a number grade, right? This episode, as I feel it fresh, right? Listen, I want to go, if it, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for simply the cyberpunk kids, if they had changed the aesthetic and design of those kids, man. I think this episode would have been like an 8.5, you know? Those kids, their design, it just makes the episode lesser, honestly. It takes away from the aesthetic of the show and the feeling that you get from it, right? So I will give the episode 7.5. Good episode overall, great, good expansion, but we are going to have to see where this is going. But those cyberpunk kids, I'm excited for everything except for the cyberpunk. The Pikes, wait, the Pikes, bro, the Pikes are lit. The Pikes. I can't remember if it's Rebels or if it's Clone Wars with the Pikes. I think it's Clone Wars. I feel like Ezra and Sabine or Ahsoka and Anakin had some sort of interaction with the Pikes, but the Pikes are being like accurately shown in live action the same way that they were shown in the animated. Don't for real, Dave Filoni, John Favreau, y'all doing a great job. Just don't those cyberpunk kids, please, God, yo, uh, spare me those cyberpunk kids, man. Anyways, thanks for coming to the channel. It's your boy Muga Magnific. You know, all I just want y'all to stay up. First video done. Come back. I'm gonna be doing more anime reviews, Star Wars reviews, Marvel reviews, all of that fun stuff. Doing streaming down the line. That's what your boy, you know. Peace.